Hello everyone. Today I am Sumit Negi is going to present in front of you about my software that is Calibre ebook software. Calibre is an ebook library management software which was developed by Covid Goyal. It is an library management software in which we can store different kinds of book and PDF and newspaper and all of things. So let's go to our first slide. What is Calibre? As I said earlier, Calibre is a powerful and user-friendly ebook manager. It is a management tool in which we can manage our libraries of different books and different books in different formats. Suppose EPUB format, AZW3 format, Kindle format, all these format ebooks we can store it one file, that is Calibre management software. So it is completely free and open source. So what of the main highlight of Calibre is like it is free for everyone to use, and it is an open source is a software development model in which we can contribute to Calibre. Anyone can contribute, anyone can get the code and make some changes and contribute to. We will come on that in the later stage of this PPT. Another point is we can display, create and convert ebook. We can view our ebooks, we can edit them, we can also create our ebook, and we can, as you said, convert to one format to another as preference of ours. We can organize them into virtual library. We can make different libraries of different genres like education, novels, all this with the help of Calibre. And last point I have discussed earlier, it can edit books in different formats. So Calibre history. Why Calibre? Why there was need of developing a Calibre? What inspired the developer, that is Covid? So Covid bought a Sony PRS 500, which is an ebook reader, but it was not well together with his Unix, with his Linux virtual system. So he decided to create Calibre, which can run on different platform and which can act as a ebook reader. So he first desired to create an easy software program that might prepare his ebooks and PDF. It was developed for him personal use, but over the time it has grown into network of billions of users around the world which use it to store their ebooks and their PDFs and different ebooks. So what are the some features of Calibre? So some important features of main features of Calibre are like, it's an simple ebook library management system. We can use it wherever and whenever we want. Suppose we want to use it in a friend's, suppose we want to use our library, we want to open it in a friend's book, we can do that with the help of Calibre, because it's an user friendly and like platform independent software. It is ebook viewer. As I said earlier, we can read our ebooks with the help of Calibre. We don't need a Kindle, we don't need some special special machines to read it. We can just read it on our system, on our laptop, on our PC or on Mac. We can also download online newspaper and magazines, and we can also share our libraries, share our books, and we can edit the books. We can also, there is a feature of hosting our ebook collection. Suppose we have made a great ebook collection and we want to share it with our friend, with our family, or with our colleagues, so we can do it in e-library. We can share we can host our ebook collection, we can share. Suppose we have created an ebook and we have created some ebooks and we want to host our collection to everyone, so we can also do it with the help of Calibre. So this is the basic interface which you get when you download Calibre in Windows and we open it. As you can see on the left top part side, you can add books. Here you can add different ebooks from different source, from internet or from different sources. We can edit the metadata, we can edit their name, we can give them reviews, we can convert them into different formats like PDF or EPUB, the many formats available, and we can get books also. We can same as like add books, we can get books from different sources. And here, as you said, Gulliver Travels book is open. Here is a library, because you can see like so many books are added. And going to the next slide, you can see a library. A library is basically where you have stored all your books. Suppose you want to make a different library for different book, you can make a library for your study material, and you can make a library for your novels and fictions and other genres of books. So all these we can get in our Calibre. As you can see, Calibre was developed for its personal use, but it has grown into a big network, and 234 countries have installed the Calibre. As you can see in the top is Spain with United States followed by 12.3. India is also in the list with 1.6% of usage, and we can see different operating system Calibre runs on. As I said earlier, Calibre is a platform system independent. We can run it on Linux, we can run it on Windows, and we can also run it on Mac OS. Windows is the highest with 82.2%, and then OS is 14%, and the other operating system consists of 3.7%. Platform, as I mentioned earlier, Calibre is a cross-platform program. It was developed by COVID for its Linux environment, but now it is been available in Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and we can use it in different platforms and different PCs also. What is software engineering implementation of Calibre? How was it developed? Which model it followed? All this is mentioned in this. Calibre, as I said earlier, it is an entirely open source and licensed under GNU version 3. It basically means what? Let me tell you what is open source. Open source is something in which we publish our code into a repository, and any user, or like common user like students or some developer, they can contribute to the code, they can make some changes, and they can improve Calibre. So it is open for all. That's why it's known as open source. Anyone can contribute to it, anyone can make changes, anyone can, if you were detected a bug, you can just change it. It is an open source. It means that you are free to download and alter the application whatever you choose. The story of Calibre achievement, it is open source community. Open source helps us to fast development and fast solving of bugs, because there is no like a team or a company which is maintaining Calibre. It's open source. All the user which are maintaining it, users have contributed codes and translation to make it available for different languages. And as I said, in different languages, it means like for different countries, different languages. So all these codes are contributed by users. And Calibre is basically written in Python, but it has some user interface in C or C++ also. Design and code, as I mentioned earlier, it was developed for its Linux system, so its roots is in Unix environment, but it has a very modular design. This leads to a rapid pace of development. We can, with the help of open source, we can add new features and address the faults in the Calibre by the community and by hosting it on GitHub. And it is, as I mentioned earlier, is now the code all is written is Python, but for some user interface or GUI, C and C++ is also used. So now we will move on to the next slide, which is version. So one of the initial versions of Calibre was 0.6.22. It was launched in 2009. Calibre has been there for more than 2 decades. So as it, what were the features? It in the first version, it was like supporting download of social metadata. Metadata means you can download with a book. You also download the ratings, the tags, the reviews associated with it, and you can sort it in a library with the highest review, or then low to high. With all these meta download, you can just arrange your books in a particular order. Some bugs were also fixed regarding meta download and something. So the latest version of Calibre was launched on 14 October 2022, and there were some new features which was added, and there were some bugs which were also solved. These were solved by users like us. So there are moderators which you can download code, you can make changes, and then you make a pull request in Git, and they accept you. If they accept your changes, then new version is launched. So in this new version, it has allowed for removing format from selected books, and you can create highlights. It will not override the existing highlights. It will ask for permissions. There were some bugs which were fixed from its previous versions. How can you get code? Suppose you want to know the code, how Calibre is written, which language, what libraries it has used. You can just download it from GitHub. GitHub is a place where you host your code, host your source code in a repository, and anyone can download the repository in their local machine. They can make some changes in it, and they can then request a merge to the moderator, and if they approve it, your changes are merged into the main your changes are merged into the main code, and in this way you can also contribute to this open source Calibre software. So now we will come to the conclusion. Basically, Calibre is a very useful personal ebook manager. We can use it for managing our different libraries, different books, different book formats. Like some books are in PDF, some books are in EPUB, some books are in, as I said, different formats. We can maintain all the formats books in one place in the Calibre, and it is a very user friendly, excellent tool with features such as inbuilt web browser and metadata. We can download it. Calibre is a promising and a must-known tool for all the librarians, and we can as a student, we can download it. We can store all our different books in one place instead of using different Kindles or different applications, or we can use one single application for all this. We can also read newspaper in it. We can get every newspaper. So that is a very useful tool for a student. So, and it is because of its open source nature. It's the bugs are solved very frequently, and the community, open source community, means like all of us, all students, or like all the contributor, all the developers which contribute to the Calibre, they make sure the Calibre is up to date to the current up to date, and it solves all the students problem, and it makes sure that all the updates are coming in the future, and it's an open source community, ensure updates and fix, so to help people as a free and simple software. So Calibre is a great addition in one's life, and it was first developed with a small requirement that COVID has, to just read his PDF, and it was not able to read it in Linux software. So that's why he developed it, and now it has been used by different people, different millions of people, different kinds of students, and some teachers. Everyone use it to share their ebooks, and it has been open source. As I said earlier, it has followed the open source software development cycle in the recent time, where the updates are coming very fast, and everyone is understanding the code, and they can make some changes. If suppose you saw a code, if suppose you saw something, a bug or some error, or you have say watched the Calibre, and you say like you can improve it, you can also download it with a Git. You can just download it on your machine, and you can make changes and then submit the pull request if they expect it. You can also become the contributor to the Calibre. In this way, we all can contribute to Calibre and make it a great software for every student and for everyone who uses them. So that was my presentation on Calibre, and hope so you liked it. And so Calibre is a great addition, and we all should use it. Thank you.